Hey guys, it is Armedfro here. Got another match. This is versus Rapid867. He was kind of dragging-ish on the Wi-Fi side. I decided to battle him. As you see, he has kind of a standard team. Gastrodon is kind of lowered down to kind of like lower OU, but they're still pretty much all OU pokes. I wanted to try Keldeo or Mello. I would get those two mixed up all the time. In this metagame, so I'm going to lead off with my Mew. I'm going to go for Stealth Rush right off the bat. I know even if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp or the T-Wave, it's going to synchronize right back at him, which is actually, I think he forgot to synchronize from the Mew, so it's going to burn his Rotom, which makes it a lot easier to take care of, because I really don't have a grass move on my Pokemon, on my team, but this just makes it easier. I don't want him to Pain Split or use Ray. I know I have a very random Rotom Wash, but you know who might have copied it, so I've actually seen it before. If you go for the Discharge, I'm thinking, you know what, at this point, I'm going to go for the U-turn, just to switch it out. If he does switch out, I can counter, but if he decides not to, I can switch into my Rotom Wash, and we can Volt Switch right back in, just to bait the Will-O-Wisp, and just bring back my Mew back in just to absorb the burn. So I'm going to go my Rotom Wash. He actually goes for the Hydro Pump, which is, it misses, it doesn't really matter. I'm more defensive Rotom Wash, so it's not going to do that much. And here, I go for the Confuse Ray, just get the Paraburn. If he does hit himself with Confusion, he gets the Confuse Ray hit and the burn damage, which does a lot of damage considering that he only has leftovers as a recovery move, and he is taunted, so he can't use the Pain Split. And I do have T-Wave, Confuse Ray, Volt Switch, and Hydro Pump, so the best move I can go for here is just go for the Volt Switch and switch right back into my Mew, bait the Will-O-Wisp. Hopefully he goes for it. If he goes for the Discharge or the Hydro Pump, you know what, whatever, my Mew isn't really worth anything right now. Because I did switch the Transform. He actually does go for Will-O-Wisp, but I did switch the Transform for Sunny Day, just to counter rain teams and sandstorm teams. Just to make it a little easier for me. The only really problem I have though is T-Tar is pretty much destroys my Mew with two crunches. So I'm gonna go for the taunt again. I really don't want him to go for the Pain Split. Yeah, he snaps out of Confusion, goes for the Discharge. I guess he doesn't want to miss with the Hydro Pump. He knows the Discharge is 100% accuracy. So here, I'm actually gonna go for U-turn again. Hopefully, he'll switch or I know he's gonna die in 3 turns of burn, considering he only has leftover recovery and he is taunted, so he can't use Pain Split. But he actually switches into his Salamence, which is absolutely perfect for me because I know a lot of Salamences aren't really Scarf, especially because he is Intimidate. Only Scarfamences have Oxy, so I'm going to go for U-turn and switch into my Angie, which is, I swear to God, I mix them up all the time. Keldeo or Meloella, I really don't know. But I go for the Hidden Power Ice. I am Scarfed. Because of his 99, or her 99 base speed, it is perfect to Scarf. It does get trolled by a lot of 100 base speed Scarfers, but it has massive special attack, massive special defense. So it's just perfect for it. So I'm going to switch back into my Rotom Wash, just because I know I can take anything that this guy throws at me. He goes for the Meteor Mash, I 4 times resist that. I went for the Earthquake. I mean, I would have been so here, I'm actually going to go for the Confuse Ray, considering, you know what, I really don't know what he's going to do here, and I really want to have a 50-50 shot at him not doing anything at all. So he's going to switch back into his Rotom Wash, pretty much his Death Fodder. Probably thinking I would have gone for the Volt Switch, and just he would get the switch advantage there, but it kind of counters because I go for the Confuse Ray. I would have gone for the T-Wave actually, considering I probably should have gone for the T-Wave just to switch to his Latios, but his Rotom Wash is Death Fodder, so now he can bring in his Latios, which I'm kind of scared of, because he's definitely spec'd. He's going to go for the Draco Meteor, and just completely demolish my Rotom Wash. Pretty much, anyone on this team can pretty much take my Rotom Wash, especially his Gastrodon, so it's not really useful here. So I'm going to go for my Infernape. This Infernape is very weird. Super Blah 4111. Nick used this against me in a Gen 4 battle, and since then, I have loved it ever since. It is actually a Focus Punch, White Herb, Overheat, and it just abuses the blaze range to no end. Just because of Infernape's massive speed underneath base, it outspeeds anyone pretty much who wants to, any wall that wants to break his sub. So Focus Punch does about 75%, but I know I can't go for the open Focus Punch. So my only thing I could do here is just keep on subbing down until I get to the blaze range, and hopefully Overheat will kill from where I'm at, because I don't have max special attack, but I do have some special attack investment and the blaze range and stab. I know he does resist it, but I'm going to go for the sub again. Then I just completely forgot that I could have gone for one more sub and put myself in the blaze range. Another sub would have cost 73 HP instead of 70, and I have 74, so sadly I go for the Overheat here, thinking that it will be able to KO, and if it does, I do have the White Herb, so I'm back at max special attack, but sadly he lives with a generous amount of HP. I really thought it would do more, but sadly I just get demolished by a Scholar. So that's pretty much Infernape useless. I mean, it did weaken him to the point where he couldn't recover, where I would have gone for another Focus Punch and would have definitely KO'd him. I actually thought he would go for the recover, but here I go into my Harmony, which is my Rainbow Unicorn attack, and I'm going to go for that Secret Sword as he switches to his Latios. This Spect Secret Sword, I've always, right when I saw this guy, I thought of Spect because of the special attack and his speed, but I know I can't outspeed this Latios because Latios is under 10 base speed, and Metaletta is 108 base speed. So he's going to go for the Draco Meteor as I use my Mew as Death Fodder just to get the minus special attack. As I'm going to switch into my Angie here, which is my Scarfer, just to go for the U-turn. My guy is Psychic, Focus Blast, Power Ice, and U-turn, as the frickin' cat bell keeps on ringing. But I'm going to go for the U-turn, as it doesn't exactly KO. I mean, Angie's attack, base attack stat isn't that good, isn't that impressive. But here comes the boss of the match, which is my Houndoom. I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. It's obviously going to take him out. And all he has left is his Metagross, his Alakazam, and his Latios. But this isn't exactly the most standard of Houndooms. I'm going to go for that Sucker Punch, and that's going to one-hit KO the Alakazam. Alakazam does not have good defensive, doesn't have a good defensive stat. I do have some attack investment, and the Life Orb Stab is definitely going to KO him. He has this Metagross. He takes 7% from the Stealth Rocks. A Flamethrower from Life Orb is going to do 90% to 105%. So he had about a 3% leeway. He did have a small percent chance of actually living that, but the crit just completely takes it over and just completely crushes him. And all he has left is his Latios. He's Spec, so he can't really do anything but an attacking move. And I'm going to Sucker Punch for the game. So this could be a very good match. Rapid. Look for more battles coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. As always, stay classy.